Welcome to Reality Bites and hello to everybody at the Australian Hairdressing Council. My name's Sarah and I'm from Accounting Angels. Today we are here to talk to you about Single Touch Payroll. So you may have heard a bit of chatter around lately about Single Touch Payroll, and there's a new way of doing payroll coming out, and absolutely there is. It actually became official for everyone this financial year. They're giving everyone a bit of grace, so you've got till about now to start making sure you're doing that every week. Single Touch Payroll, in essence, is rather than doing a group certificate at the end of the year for everybody and having the time to reconcile and do all that sort of stuff, you're actually doing it every single time you run a pay run. It might seem really overwhelming, but it's actually a really great thing. Means that business owners are being encouraged to have their bookkeeping done more regularly and more ensuring that there's more checks and balances to make sure that it's more accurate. It also means that you don't have a big, huge process at the end of financial year to make sure everything's correct. Yes, there's still going to be some checks and balances that need to happen at the end of financial year. However, they will be less. And it means that every employee that you have is going to be able to actually see almost like a little mini version of their group certificate as they go every single week or fortnight or month, depending on how you pay. So the difference is that no longer can you be doing payroll using paper. Now, I know a lot of people aren't using paper anymore, and that's a really good thing. However, officially, as of now, with Single Touch Payroll, you cannot be using paper anymore. You must have an electronic system of some variety where you're running the pays and you're popping them through. That way you can basically comply with Single Touch Payroll. So with the Single Touch Payroll and the different systems, there's a few you can choose. Obviously, the obvious ones are Xero, MyOb, and QuickBooks. They're the main ones. Our personal recommendation at Accounting Angels for our Angels clients is Xero. The research that we've done is across all the different systems. We wanted to choose one that we knew was going to be the most robust and give the most features, but also be the most easy to use and affordable for our clients. So we went with Xero. But you do have the option of those three. A lot of them now by law have to bring out a payroll only component, which then keeps the price down quite a bit. So if you, for whatever reason, even though it is a recommendation that you have everything in the software, if for whatever reason you didn't want to move everything over to a cloud-based or an online software where you can submit things every pay cycle over to the ATO, there are some ones where it's just literally just the payroll module, which is special pricing. So that's really great. There's also some out there, which I will get you a list, but there's some out there, and there's a list on the ATO as well, that are just purely for Single Touch Payroll and for nothing else. So they're not linked to Xero, they're not linked to MyOb or any of these different things. They're just purely for the Single Touch Payroll. The one thing that you want to be aware of is that it's going to be reporting their total wages, their total tax, and also their total super as well. So you're going to want to make sure that all of your super every quarter is up to date, because now the ATO is basically going to know, and then that comes in with their more stringent super laws, which again is a good thing as long as you're prepared for it, and that's the biggest thing. So the last final thing with Single Touch Payroll is, I'm actually yet to see this happen. However, we are told that when we then produce a BAS, the payroll figures will pull through automatically, which is again a good thing, and it streamlines the processes. However, you're just wanting to make sure that all your reconciling processes are up to date so that you know that all the figures that are pulling through are correct. They're the main features of Single Touch Payroll. As I said, it's going to seem a little bit overwhelming, but it's really not. It's really just a matter of making sure that you have the right system in place, the right settings set up, and that you're reporting regularly. Or alternatively, that you have the right help. For example, some lovely angels, or your local bookkeeper, or whatever it is that works for you. And again, just a reminder, what they're going to be reporting is wages paid, tax paid, and super that is liable, or that you need to pay, or that you have paid throughout the year. The other final point to keep in mind is also your employees now are actually going to be able to see this as they go every single week or fortnight or what have you. So you would have heard that everyone's MyGov is getting updated and all the login details for that are getting updated. So just like we're streamlining all our business services within our businesses, both ours, yours, the AHC, all the different businesses, the ATO, Centrelink and all of that are doing the same thing. So your employees now will be able to log in on a weekly or a monthly basis and be able to see, okay, so this is the tax that's been paid, this is the super that should have been paid and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to mean, again, that the importance of making sure everything is up to date and up to date regularly is way more important, but it also means that the communication and the visibility between the business owner and the employee is going to be more there. So that's a really great thing as well, or we think so anyway. So the last point being, the ATO is being quite understanding that this is a new process, and like with all new processes, it takes time to roll out. So if you're not quite there yet, don't panic, just reach out for help. Now's the time to start getting it set up. It is really important that it is set up so that you're recording this whole financial year. However, as long as it's realistically this month or in the next month or so, my understanding is the ATO is being quite understanding and quite aware that it's going to take a bit of work for everyone to get their processes up to date. But you will need to report for this whole financial year. So the last lot of group certificates that we did is the last lot of group certificates we will ever be doing. They will now be done through Single Touch Payroll. I hope that answers all your questions. If you do have any other questions, you can reach out to me at any point. Sandy and the ladies over at the AHC have links where you can book in for any questions or anything like that. And my angels are on hand. If you actually want someone to set it up for you, we can come up with a plan for that as well. Awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I hope that Reality Bites information helped for you. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon in regards to another fun topic. Bye-bye.